It's good to see you again.
Healthy amount of armor and health here. I mean, Cypher's is a lot more.
Oh,
there
it's
we go.
the duplicate
there
variant.
We go.
Stan Cifka with the duplicate Sludge Belcher. Cipher will see it coming, though. I think once you see the Belcher fall down, something's up.
You're like, hold on a minute.
Yeah, this is not what I signed up for. And then you still have no choice but to give him what he wants.
Which it makes sense if you think about it. He's been throwing fireballs kind of around like they're worthless almost.
Right.
Like, because fireballs obviously a big important part of finishing off a warrior.
So it is going to be a freeze mage with duplicate, which gives, like, playing the fireballs as removal makes a lot more sense when you know the pressure that you're going to be getting from those Sludge Belchers is.
Oh,
is
there's the Armor Smith though.
Uh-oh.
Indeed. This could snowball Cypher's life.
Cypher's math face is pretty priceless. Look, he's like, I don't know how to calculate this, but
Do you see that?
Cypher, do you foresee the duel? He's just gonna go for the armor gain.
I think you do.
I mean, when you've got that unstable ghoul, that inner rage, that whirlwind, all the amazing cards.
And this is where we're going to see Cypher's health skyrocket out of control here.
I mean, waiting for the second armor smith might have been correct. I'm not too sure how you play this situation usually, but I think when you wait for two, you get even more value. Except when you have a board like this, it's probably fine to get just the one, because you might get a second wave of patrons later on.
I think another thing to consider as well with the second Armor Smith is you do have a second combo.
Right, exactly. That's the second wave of it. Yeah.
And speaking of second Armor Smith,
did Cipher get all his moves through before the end of the turn? Because duplicate will take a while, wouldn't it?
yeah,
Did Cipher just... Cipher, did you do it? Oh! Oh my god.
he didn't.
This is the Belcher curse.
Removal.
Yeah, that would have to be, like, unless you really want to go for the Archmage, which then doesn't get removed.
I mean, you've seen two shield blocks, so you may assume this is shield slam. Because
Makes
that's quite a popular list.
Definitely makes sense.
Have we seen it execute yet? I don't think we have.
And Cipher, you know, Stensivka doesn't care because Cipher's about 7 cards ahead of him in draw with that last battle rage that just happened. So Stensivka is probably happy to play the long game. Just fatigue out the Patron Warrior.
Yeah, maybe this is it. Maybe this is his game plan now going...
Have to attack the slime first, but it was a substantial amount, and
was.
that is something that you absolutely need to get against Freeze Mage. They're already healing up a lot through the ice barriers. That's 16 health you have to go through. The anti-kill bot makes that even more difficult, and now the Sludge Belcher being duplicated makes your life a complete nightmare. And Cipher has no choice but to go all in on the patrons, get all the armor he can, and I'm not even sure that's going to be enough. But there will be a lot of armor on his hero.
The Belcher wall.
Oh my
punch through
goodness. Look at that.
Baiting out some removal as well, which
This
is excellent.
Completely. This is a lot of armor. That is way too much armor.
Stensivka doesn't seem phased by it though. He's just like, yeah, whatever. Like, I can deal with it.
Yeah, he's fatigued. You know, he's gonna hit 10 damage per card drawn long before I'm dead.
It's interesting. It's these matchups, especially like Freeze Mage versus Patron. Like I mentioned before, the game with Maverick and Life Coach, it was very much the same kind of style, where you just didn't know where it was going. You kind of felt like, Patron's favored, is going to win. It can gain loads of health, but yeah, Maverick managed to actually win that game, regardless how much health Life Coach gained. So maybe it'll go that way too. It's very
we'll see. I don't know. That's the last armor gain that Cypher's ever getting, because Stensivka might give him another opportunity with the, Blizzard giving him another round of armor. But that's the last effort that Cipher can put together, and this is the board that Cipher has to win with. He's got weapons. That's a lot of phase damage, and the Belchers are gone. But can Stensivka really let this board be a problem? I don't know about that. Gets a ping Blizzard if he wants to. Another duplicate with Healbot. That can help even further later on. I have to wonder against something like Face Hunter or Mid-Range Hunter, how does this fare?
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I mean, he banned Hunter.
He did ban it,
So
so I
maybe
don't think he likes it very much. I have to assume it's not something he wants to face off against. And another 7 armor for Cipher. The Patron will not get to clone itself, and Stensivka will merely ping it.
All right, so
Lots of armor.
lots of armor, but what does Cipher do to win?
I mean, you have 75 health. That's a big number. I mean, you at least win the swap.
Health.
Yeah, but in the end, it didn't even matter. Linkin Park.
Linkin Park. What are you going to do? So, Antonidas, Duplicate, Frostball, Icelands.
That sounds just fine to me.
That sounds beautiful, because if Tony gets duplicated, it's going to It's going to look very much in Stancifka's favor.
Yeah, and how does Cipher remove it? He has to override his Death Bite and execute? Now, I mean, at this point, Cipher thinks, oh, this is probably Ice Block, right?
How do you win with this hand? I don't think you can.
You can execute face.
Yeah,
I mean, Twitch chat is good at that. I know they are, but...
And he executes, and then Stancifka smiles, eats a banana, and says, well, you got more Tonys to deal with than this one.
Tony, go!
Oh, man.
I choose you. Alright, well, it looks like Cipher, without any more damage coming out, might just opt for the escape concede, and he does, and Stancifka will take it 3-0 over Cipher.
Wow, that was impressive play. We were talking about how much armor, much health Cipher had, and he conceded with like 60 health. It's